Hi everyone, we are here with Avatar. I'm talking really low, because I cannot talk loud today, at least not in this video. So bear with me, okay? Um, we finally gonna begin the new season, and it's going to be the last season. And I'm really excited because the last season was by far the best of The Legend of Korra, and I'm expecting a lot from this one. Is not only gonna be the last season for Korra, but also the last season that we have of Avatar. So yeah, after we finish this season, we still have more like comics that we have, like graphic novels that follow Korra. I'm also doing reviews of the graphic novels for Aang, but we still have also for Korra. So we still have a lot of Korra and Aang related content on the channel, but as it is for show an animated series, that's the end. It's sad. It's the only season. It's the only show that I have begun, if we count together with Last Airbender, that I have since the beginning of the channel. All the other shows that I did at the beginning already finished. Great. Death Note. What was the other? Yuki Holder. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Not even what to expect. I think I saw. I talk a lot of what I expect from this season on the last episode and also on the review. So if you do not see both the last episode and the review, go there, check it out in the playlist. And let's begin with this because I'm excited to see how much it changed, right? Since the last book changed. Okay, that was terrible. Um, okay, I can think. Okay, I think I can understand the idea of the name of the book being balance. The whole what in the last series with Egg, what he need to do is bring balance to the world. Um, and with Korra, the situation is not that um, similar. At least not in the beginning, because everyone was technically in peace, but we have problems that are begin to become bigger and bigger because we have people using a lot of remorse, old remorse, um, to make things more agitated. Could be with benders against no benders. Could be with the rish between North and South Pole, with spirits and humans, with um, the idea of nations and liberty and whatsoever, the tyrannic reign of leaders that are not that not care for the people, like the Earth Queen. And now we have this, I don't know how can I call that. We have anarchy. We have like um, equality. We have unity with second book, third book anarchy, and this should be like order, maybe, because a military order, maybe peace as well, in a way, because you have like all this protection of someone that has a well organized military faction, or not only faction, maybe everything. So um, Yeah, it can bring peace, it can bring order, but I gonna have to say, at least in this episode, I did not see anything as prosperity, and this is a problem. Like Kuvira, at least for what we saw in this episode, because the last two episodes of the last season do not show her much of her as a leader, but in this episode we saw a lot of her as a leader, as a fighter, but as a leader military, and she's well and good to people that obey her, but how much she can do outside the box, which is a problem heavily on military in fiction, um, in real life as well. But that's another question. No, I'm not gonna go into that. In fiction, and I don't know if she can like. Let's suppose that she unified the Earth Kingdom. Okay, and then what's she gonna do? People will stay the same and protection good. When it happens some crisis, like if the camps are not we don't have food anymore, what are we gonna do? They have not food anymore because everything's in peace. People are getting more like relaxed and having more kids. Like this usually happens. Like think on any place like China, Japan, on Sengoku period, when what was the name? God damn, I forgot his name. Tokugawa win the war and close the country, and like go to the roof the number of people because everyone is in peace, don't have war, nobody could invade there. Like it was Tata, and what happened when you get overwhelming by another thing? Like I'm gonna give a comparison, and it is again with the Kingdom. But in the Lesser Bender, we have the guy that looked like so good villain, and when he appeared and when he left, he looks like a totally moron, a minion that should not deserve to be a main villain of first half of the season. But he was like the world was in war and he closed the country. Of course, it is different because the world was in war. Okay, the whole planet was raging in war, and then you have like this country that was closed. Even with a scenario that people are not in war, it will begin to have problems, and we will not be able to prosperity. And when you have problems that cannot be solved by military order and how can I say that? You will need of diplomacy. I don't know if she's that good on that. Outside of because we see Kuvira in a position that she is with advantage. She has the military that the people want, and they have like the balance. But let's suppose, let's give her a position that she conquer everything. She's the leader, and now she has to bring food for the people. How's she gonna do that? She's not gonna go against the food. Food appear now, or I gonna do what? You know, she's gonna go against the other countries and force them. That I think that's the only solution that she would result because unless she has like genius that can provide with some solution for her, and this is another point. If she become a leader, a queen or empress, whatever she's gonna want to become, or a unifier, whatever is the title that's gonna be, it don't matter. Earth Lord, don't know, but how is she gonna be together with other other countries, and how you being having an assistant, you're gonna listen to him or her or whatever, that when the assistant says, yeah, you need to like be more calm with people when, and I don't need to do, well, how's she gonna do, you know, when she needs to do something that is outside her. Again, we saw her in the last episodes and she was quite okay, but she was going and always talking with Sue, which technically was her superior. I also bring another question: what she did. The whole episode was talking about how she was going in places and kind of conquer them, and she going to marry Sue's son, and her daughter was talking about how Sue never like she really mad with him because what he did or what they did. So during all these pieces, the only thing that it could happen is that she begin the conquering for the metal seed, which makes total sense because she was like the general or something of the metal seed, right? She was, and she going to the Earth Kingdom or whatever. It could totally be because of that. She decided to begin with Metal City, and maybe she is member of the Red Lotus. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be the case, but she is doing, and she certainly begin. The time skip is exactly the time that something happened. I think it's quite certain that it was that happened, which would explain a lot. Now, what would not explain is why Bowling is with her. I'm trying to remember. Bowling was in Earth Kingdom, right? In the last episodes. It could be that she kind of convinced him. And we have the problem like Bowling seeing people suffering, and yeah, he thinks this is helping them, and it kind of is helping them. But the problem is helping them right now, and after, what is gonna happen, you know? And also, if you give a circumstance that for Kuvira, if she needs to kill everyone in that village to because they are consuming a lot of food, hypothetical scenario, of course, don't have that much people in that village that would do that. But if you kill everyone in that village and will be okay for another like year, the country, she would do that like without thinking for sure. How Bolin would react, um, the thing is, I don't see her. I don't see in her a plan to maintain a region. If she is just doing that and she gonna pass down the kingdom for good people, for Wu, which is really a stupid character, or for anyone else that knows how to maintain a kingdom, okay, but I don't think this is gonna happen. Like, no, the whole thing with her, my army submit to me, right? Not to the Earth Kingdom, right? Yeah, definitely she's doing that stuff for her own personal gain. And we have Varric, which of course he supply Kuvira's army with robots. We saw a little of that on the last season when he was needed to a lot of stuff that was completely unpractical at the time, but of course he developed it more and more and more, and now they are completely almost ultimate, I guess. Um, yeah, that's gonna be hard. Um, we have Opa and Kai with the new outfits that I was saying, like give the kids the chance to give ideas, give the like their nation, or better, their nomads were basically the same for like once time to the last Airbender. They much do not change that much. Now you need to change, like, and it is really good seeing that change. But they don't have much people, so yeah, situations like that happen. It's sad. This is going to be a hard thing for Bowling and Oppa to get the relationship, and then being different sides of the road. I have to say, of all the relationship that Bowling had with Oppa is the best one in my opinion. So I really hope that they get along. Yeah, basically. Yeah, Wu character not gonna even mention. He don't. Um, it's that important for me right now. Right now, Mako, why you're with him? Like I'm suffering for him, you know. And we know they're not never gonna be back to be a police officer. Like never. Um, then we have Asami doing okay with the management of the her company, and Korra. Like what the hell, Korra? Korra is fine with the 2 feet. Good. Apparently she's okay physically. Don't know how much mentally. I don't know if she's weaker in terms of, like, we saw her doing earth painting. I can assume she still can do like all the elements, right? Okay, but she's just like in a fight that she can only use earth, of course, and she also was probably trying not to get people know her as the author. She probably go to a whole emotional roller coaster this time. Yeah, I think it's that. If I forget something, please let me know in the comment section. Also, tell me what do you think about this season. It is the best season, is not. And yeah, I see you guys in the next episode.